Hello, and welcome to Game Walkthroughs. I'm doing one of my favorite games today, one that I've spent hundreds of hours on, DIsgaea, a 2003 game that has a lot of content. You can get through the 13 chapters pretty quickly, but that's only scratching the surface. So I'm going to get started with a new game. So it's going to go to the game and explain the backstory. The backstory really is that King Jesse has died, and everybody's after his throne. He was on a long reign as king, and everybody pretty much, I guess, had peace and kind of loved him or whatever. Couldn't wait for him to die. So who knows how he didn't really die. And right now, since he died, it starts the Age of Turbulence. So 2 years later, this happens. Someone is talking about the prince. So in this game, Laurel is the prince, and right now, this character that is trying to wake him up is Edna. And so they're having, she's having a hard time waking him up, and finally Laurel wakes up. And they're gonna have some banter about Laurel accusing her that she's trying to kill him, and Edna saying that she thought he was dead and that she was trying to wake him up for the last 2 years. So not much for me to tell you about right here, but just they're really talking between the two of them. She's saying she just wanted to wake him up, but Laurel is kind of suspicious of it. And so she drops the bombshell on him that his father's died. Yeah, Laurel can't believe it, and then he figures out that he's been sleeping for the last 2 years. Now, not this game or anything like that, but I'm like, how can he survive for 2 years? I know he's a demon, but does he need to eat? Does he need drink? Does he need to go to the bathroom? But whatever. Survived for the last 2 years in his coffin. And now he's accusing Edna of not waking him up earlier, like she had some plan. And here's a joke right there: the netherworld has gone to hell, which I think is kind of funny. There's a lot of humor in this game. And so she's telling Laurel that although the demons will try to steal, is still his father's title. So now Laurel has aspirations of becoming the Overlord. And Edna joins the party along with you. And so the game goes in episodes. There's a few missions in every episode, and there's a cutscene before every mission. So there's 13 episodes, and after it shows the episode, you go into a little overworld. You can check everything out with the X button, or you can check most stuff out with the X button, and you can also talk to people. So this is the overworld of the castle. There's always certain people to talk to, and here's a secret switch right there. Behind Laurel's throne, or well, King Jesse's throne, with a secret switch that you could use later. You can talk to all your vessels. So this one's saying, "It's just like you, Prince, taking it to your nap." And I only plan on napping for about 10 days. Something's not right. So what I mentioned before about Laurel sleeping for 2 years, I guess demons can't sleep a long time without eating or drinking. So you can talk to these guys. These guys are super high level. Look at this guy. It says level 363, and HP is through the roof, but they don't have anything really good to say. There's different places you can go. Here's some more of your, well, they call them vassals, or they were your father's vassals. This guy actually talks to you about weapons and everything like that, which weapons are suited for what character, which I'll go into later. But this is the main area of the game. Right here are the people who sell you weapons and sell you armor. So you can level up your armor and your weapons. Well, level up which weapons you can buy and which armors you can buy. So I'm only in the level 1 of weapons since I just started, so I can't buy that great of stuff. And she's just telling you about which weapons are for which characters. So Laurel could use any of these weapons, and he's good at using any of these weapons. Some characters are only good at using some weapons, and some characters can only use some weapons. Like, for example, a monster can only use these kind of weapons. And then, like, a sorcerer or mage can use the staves. I like to have Laharl use the axe, because they're the hardest hitting, but it takes some hit away from you. So if you see in the right, the little box on the right, it says how much attack this weapon does, or adds to, and it will say all the other stats to it. So this axe right here adds 7 attack, 2 defense, but it's -1 to hit, so you would have less of a chance to hit than other weapons on this list. So right now I'm not going to choose to buy anything, but there's a lot of different weapons for different characters. Once I start creating characters, I'll tell you which characters can use which weapons, and there's a way to check it anyways too. So I'm gonna buy some armors, but let's go through the menu to see the different things that you can do in this game. So these are all your items. The item bag is the items that you actually have for a mission, and these are the ones you're storing. This is just to equip everything. See, Laharl has a sword equipped that has 4 attack and 2 defense, and then he has this Imperial Seal, which is really good to start out with, that has all those stats over there. And then she just has 2 things equipped, but you can go over and switch between them, and that's about it for that. Let's see. And then here's the settings, of course, and quit and save. You can save your game at any time that you're not in a mission. So I'll save it right now, just to save it. And I'm gonna go buy some armor. It's definitely good to buy armor to begin with, so that you don't get killed. But later I'll grind a little bit to get some extra money and get some better weapons. So as you see, the HL is the money, and so I have 300 HL, and HL stands for hell. So I'll buy some some armor for Laharl and Anna. Okay, so I'll equip the armor, and I'd say always to equip the better armor on the weaker characters. So never equip the good armor on Laharl, because Laharl is always going to be the best character. So equip that, and there's different things that you can do in this overworld right here. Like, for instance, you can go to different places. This is a tutorial, and this is to actually go to Assembly, the Dark Council, which I'll talk about later. This is to get healed after a mission, and you actually have to pay to get healed, so you don't have money, too bad. This is just a guy that wants to say eat, sleep, and do anything. He's a zombie demon, and yeah, the zombie demon doesn't work for you. And this is about the item world. Talk to that later. Here's the main part of the game. This girl is asking me to save right now, and I've already saved, but through this portal is where you go to all the missions.